Told my mother to have a nice life. Background: my parents divorced when I was real young. My mother has always been jealous of my relationship with my father. At one point when I was a teenager, I told her enough talking bad about him, he's still my father. She stopped for a while. They both have been married and divorced a lot of times. I get anxiety even being around her. I can't do anything right. She always brings up things about my dad. She doesn't call me and ask me how I am doing. I invite her to my kids' games. I even invited her to be part of my husband's family gatherings. It was never enough. The final straw for me went to lunch one day with her husband, my daughter, 16, and my husband. In the middle of the day, in the middle of a very busy restaurant, she tells a story where she claimed she was once faced with a life-threatening situation at the hands of my dad. I was so shocked. Never heard this story, and why would say this now? My dad wouldn't hurt a fly. He only yelled at me one time in my whole life. No way, and if he did, she gave him a reason. And there were plenty. She cheated on him, left us with him while she would leave for days out doing who knows what. My dad never once talked bad about her. My son was getting married, private, low-key, only siblings and parents, no grandparents. I told her beforehand that he would have something small. Well, afterwards she pouted and made my life hell because she wasn't invited. My kids don't want to be around her. She is fake. Mind you, I have never talked bad about her in front of my kids. My birthday that she has forgotten a few times, my family was throwing me a surprise party. They didn't invite her. She found out and made a big issue, so I told them to just invite her. Totally ruined the surprise. So the day of my birthday, she sends me a text saying she needed to see me ASAP. She has some special gift for me. She never showed up to the party. A week later, she texts again. I said to her, you know what, I don't care about your gift, and to leave me alone. She could have sent it in the mail or dropped it off at my house. I found out later the gift was a necklace she made out of her wedding ring from my dad. You know, the one she talks badly about. Mother's Day, I sent her a text saying I am on my way to work. Call you later. Happy Mother's Day. All I got back was thanks. No Happy Mother's Day to me. So a few days later, I confront her about it. She says she grew up like that. Mother's Day is for her celebrating her mom. I said, okay, have a nice life. This point she starts to realize I was serious. I told her at one point when I am ready to talk to her I will. Well, that wasn't good enough. She came to my house uninvited and I told her to leave, and she wouldn't, so I tried to push her out the door. My daughter had to tell her, let's go outside. She was grabbing my daughter's wrists and screaming she doesn't know what she did for this treatment. I told my husband to call the police and she screamed go ahead, so he did. She left before they got there. I haven't talked to her since. She is blocked on everything. I am on medication for depression and anxiety. I have had enough. Something happened to my stepdad and she used it as an excuse to have my aunt try to get a hold of me. I said to her, if this is about my mom, I kindly ask you to stay out of it. She said, really snotty, if I cared about my mom, I wouldn't do this to her. I said, I hope he is okay and thanks for letting me know. He fell and broke his hip. I contacted my step-siblings and let them know I felt bad for him. Hope he felt better soon. I just have had enough, and I am afraid she will show up any day again at my house.